Right. Good morning. I'm to thinking about what I'm going to do today. Well, I finished my economics course yesterday. That was economics, the 2008 recession, a Keynesian view for the Open University. Right. I say I've finished it. I've gone through my notes and made my notes, and you can see my notes on protopage.com, Economics 2020. I found it quite interesting. Um, I found out that the recession is about consumption, really, investment and government. And a loss of consumption, a loss of consumer spend leads in a reduction of requirements from firms and the microeconomics of the firm and their cost reduction, the cost curve, and their lack of investment and reduction in investment, which in turn affects taxation and the reduction in revenue for the government. So that's what the recession is about, and the Keynesian view is about an aggregate demand graph, uh, which describes equilibrium and how you can buy yourself out of a recession like they did in the 1930s with investment in roads. So it was an interesting course. Lots of keywords to be learned now, and I need to write them down on a piece of paper. I need to write them down on a mind map, and then expand on my learning by doing further research myself, and going to YouTube. Now I did go to YouTube, and I did macroeconomics, and it came with a lot of stuff by Martin Friedman. But I believe Martin Friedman is a monetarist. There are four aspects of economics. There's the Keynesians, there's the monetarists, there's, I believe it's called the real business, I'm not sure now, I think it's called real business, and there's the Austrian school. So now what I've got to do is I've got to go through my notes from the Open University and look at all the keywords. Now I really made a mistake there in my notes. I should have called that an index, because it is an index. And I should have indexed the page that the keyword was on. So it has been a learning process for me about taking notes. I did realise halfway through that I should have done the contents page. So I started the contents page halfway through. I'd already gone into 2 phases of the firm. So I started it on about phase 3 of the firm, the contents page. But I should have, instead of doing keystones and keywords, I should have simply done an index. And then as important words came up, I should have indexed them and recorded the URL. So for my next course, psychology, I shall do that. Now I'm not going to do a 15-minute video today. I'm only going to do a 5-minute video, because, like I say, I've got a lot of YouTube learning to do now. Looking at Martin Friedman. Now, Friedman was mentioned on the course by the Open University, but it wasn't mentioned as a monetarist. So I have to research that to find out if he is, and do some more research on the Australian school and monetarism and real business. So it's early days, but I'm learning. I've got a psychology course to start, but I'm not going to start that straight away. I'm going to spend some time looking at YouTube and expanding my knowledge on economics, and then going over the notes that I've made, and there's questions and answers that I really flitted over. I skipped over those. I need to go through those again to establish my learning. Well, it's all for fun. There's no reason for doing it other than I have an interest in economics. So I'll do that. So I've got David here with me now, and David wants to know what we're going to be doing today. We're going to do some gardening. I've got 5 seconds to tell you. We're going to be working on Adams Memorial Garden. I'm going to be doing some raking and getting rid of some weeds, and see what we can do, whether it's fit enough to get some plants in. So I've gone a little bit over my 5 minutes now, so it's a bit of gardening for me and David to do now for today, and then me to get more into my economics and watch some videos, watch some YouTubes. There's Martin Friedman on Donahue that I want to watch. Probably about 4 hours of videos there on YouTube that I want to watch today. So that's my day today. I'll be watching YouTube and doing some gardening. Thank you. Goodbye.